Hi, welcome back. I'm Carla from the Piping Bag Bakery. A couple of weeks ago recorded about, I don't know, 12-minute video on the grains and seeds that are used in gluten-free baking. Some of those grains and seeds are not, something that you would automatically see in the world of gluten-free baking. You won't find them in most of the products that you buy as a part of your gluten-free lifestyle. And so I wanted to highlight especially the ones that I think are the most nutritious and offer you a more healthy alternative, even with gluten-free baking goods or baked goods. So let's start out with Amaranth. And I'm starting out with Amaranth because Amaranth starts with an A and the alphabet starts with an A. And I am recently retired from teaching. Last grade taught was kindergarten, and I'm itching to teach again. So here we go. Amaranth. Amaranth is considered to be one of the grains that give you a heavy flour, and that means that it's nutritionally dense. It also means that it is not necessarily the best flour to use in baked goods that need a high rise. So Amaranth is best used in things that require a low rise, like cookies or biscotti or flatbreads, things that don't necessarily need to rise as much as, let's say, something like sourdough bread or a cake, So if you do use it in any of those applications that require a higher rise, then you need to pair it with a medium grain flour or a light grain flour, or preferably any combination of those three grains, light, middle, or middle or heavy. So, or actually it's not middle, but medium. It's an M word, I'm sorry. Okay, so nutritional facts. 182 calories. You're not eating a lot of baked goods on a gluten-free diet anyway. And if you are, 182 calories for a grain that does not convert into sugar readily in your system, I think is a nice trade-off, especially if you are a celiac sufferer or if you have any other type of autoimmune or inflammatory disease. 182 calories for a nutritionally dense grain, I don't think is too bad. But that's my opinion. That's just my opinion. Okay, 3¼ grams of fat is found in Amaranth, 10¼ milligrams of sodium, 32¼ grams of carbs, 45 grams of fiber, that's great, and 7 grams of protein, really high in protein, which makes it nutritionally dense. And remember, protein is what makes your body not crave food as much, So those are the facts on Amaranth. I happen to love to use Amaranth. It is one of the most expensive grains in the gluten-free grain market. It is an ancient grain, and I use it in my grain mix that I mill fresh before I start baking. I think milling your grain is really important. It keeps that nutrition really available. The highest amount of nutrition in that grain is available to you when you mill it fresh and you use it almost immediately, or you freeze it after you've milled it or refrigerate it so that it does not begin to oxidize as quickly as if you were to leave it in an airtight container on your shelf. So those are the facts about Amaranth. In another video, we will actually use Amaranth in a couple of different applications, like cookies or biscotti, or I don't know, we might even toast it and use it in a, I was going to say grain-free, but that would not be true, in a gluten-free and oat-free granola. All right, so those are the deets on Amaranth. I hope you learned something today, and I will see you back here again. The next one will be arrowroot flour or powder. It's interchangeable. Thanks a lot. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. So, I forgot a couple of things I wanted to say to you. I don't know why I get so nervous. I have to kind of like envision you as my kindergartners, right? Well, I wanted to tell you that the information that I gave you about Amaranth in terms of its nutritional values is based on about 246 grams or a cup of Amaranth. Also, I wanted to let you know that besides the protein, calcium, magnesium, iron, they are all pretty high in Amaranth. And so it's another reason why it's nutritionally packed. There are conflicting numbers or stats here, but it is also one of the grains that has either 8 or 9 essential amino acids that humans require. So yeah, again, small grain, but it is packed, jam-packed with nutritional benefits. And I think it's one of the things you can't go wrong with. I also forgot to mention that it's a South American grain, and that I personally like it in my pancakes. Like, I grind it for pancakes. Again, another low rise application. Anyway, have a good one. Bye.